are a couple of words that permeate your website and I think your language generally, and for us as in the library, I think they resonate a lot in their discovery and communicating. And that's something that we spend a lot of time thinking about, how we encourage people to make discoveries by using our resources, and then how we communicate that to people in a way that they can understand it and see the value. How did you do that through the Institute? And encourage people to understand difficult concepts?
Well, I have a general philosophy about that, Catherine, that I came to many years ago when I first started to write my books, which is, it seemed to me that, at least with science and mathematics, that one of the reasons that people had so much difficulty understanding what science and maths had to tell them was that they were usually just presented with the answers. And people can't understand or even make sense of answers unless they understand the question. And what is the questions and why do the questions matter? So when I first started writing my books, I asked myself, how could I make science available to more people? And I thought, well, the first thing I have to do is try to convey why scientists are asking the questions they ask at all. What matters here? So a very simple example is, we all learn that Copernicus did something revolutionary because he put the sun rather than the earth at the center of the system. And you see these diagrams with the geocentric versus the heliocentric cosmos. And basically, it's the same diagram, only in the geocentric one, there's a blue dot in the middle, and then in the heliocentric one, there's a yellow dot in the middle. And I can remember when I was a child thinking, but what does it really matter? It's just a circular system with one in the middle. What's the big deal here? And but the big deal is that that transformation is a radical shift in how humanity saw themselves. Is it a humans, at the center of an angel-filled universe with everything connected to God, which is what the geocentric cosmos represents, or are we potentially a planet revolving around the sun in an infinite Euclidean void? It's the transformation that matters, and that's what's at stake. That's why the question matters. It's why anyone cares. It's why we spend so much time doing these things, because it's about how we see ourselves. And so my work is really driven by the notion that in order to engage people with the answers, the discoveries, they first of all, the way in is to help them to see what matters. Why should anyone care about this? Why should we? And I still think this is the fundamental question for scientists and for science communication is, why should anybody care about your work? And we should, as science communicators, I think that's our most important function, is why should anyone care?
And I think we can ask that question in libraries just as applicable to us.